Wow, guys, Trump sends a scary, scary text to Gavin Newsom. If this doesn't do it, I don't know what will. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Check out his channel in the description. Get right to it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's talk California. President Trump will make his first presidential trip this week, visiting North Carolina first, then over to California, as he criticizes state leaders there for mishandling the wildfires.
So, everything was dry and it was an inferno. They created an inferno. So we're demanding that they turn the valve back toward Los Angeles. Why aren't they doing it? They either have a death wish, they're stupid, or there's something else going on that we don't understand. But we want the water that they're throwing away to be used for California.
Wow.
This is Democrat Gavin Newsom spends his time Trump-proofing his state, slamming the president over climate executive actions, saying, quote, if you don't believe in science, believe your own damn eyes. Fox News contributor Steve Hilton joins us now.
Man, a lot of leaders over there in California have been trying to sue Trump. They had over 230 lawsuits against Trump from 2020 to 2024, I want to say.
But look how many of California's senators and congressmen are under investigation.
Yeah.
FBI raids.
Yeah.
The mayor of Oakland was just raided. Bash was in an investigation for inappropriation of funds. She just went to Africa on California. Meanwhile, the California Fire Department is not getting no money, and the reservoir is closed.
Water. That's the crazy part.
Reservoir is closed. Idiots.
So the thing that I'm worried about is they're fireproofing. I mean, they're not fireproofing.
Trump-proofing.
They're Trump-proofing when people's homes and schools and cars are burning down. It seems like everybody, when it comes to politics, they're never caring about Americans. They only care about attacking Trump and going after him.
Right, like he said, they're Trump-proofing the state instead of fireproofing the state. The state's traditionally a dry place. All it takes was a small fire.
I don't think they deserve a cent until Governor Newsom's gone and Bass is removed.
Well, I've said it several times, and I'll say it again. Governor Gavin Newsom is a vampire.
I'm with you on that one, man. Let's keep going. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button.
By the way, $50 million for lawyers to get ready to sue back to make sure illegal aliens' rights are kept. Your thoughts, Steve, about about climate change, Gavin Newsom's focus in this times of crisis?
Instead of focusing on attacking President Trump, he should be asking for his help, and not in the way that a lot of people are thinking, all the money. Yeah, that's important. But more important is the expertise in two specific ways. We got to rebuild Los Angeles. We've got huge events coming. We've got the Soccer World Cup, the Super Bowl, the Olympics. We have a builder as president. Ask for his help. He knows how to do this. We were just talking about drill, baby, drill. We need to build, baby, build in California. Not just rebuilding Los Angeles. We need to build infrastructure. We need to build housing. He knows how to do that. The second thing is, what's holding up things getting built in California? Regulations, insane environmental regulations, labor regulations. Trump knows how to get rid of regulations. We need to do that in California.
Well, he says, I'm cutting red tape, meaning I'm going to cut some of those environmental regulations, which is driving environmentalists crazy. When Gavin Newsom and President Trump meet, we think on Friday, should President Trump say exactly what he's been saying to us to Gavin Newsom's face?
Yes, because he's right. He's right about pretty much every single aspect of this. He's right that it was environmental regulations that stopped the clearing of the brush that made the wildfires into a total inferno. And he's right about the water. Here's a simple way of thinking about it.
It's weird now in the media. Whenever Trump says something, now
they double back and be like, oh, okay, he was right.
Yeah, but now it's immediate. He was right. He just called it an inferno. When he said they were eating the cats and dogs, they waited a week to verify that, and they were actually eating the cats and dogs. I'm telling you guys, man, Trump, he's on something.
So
a lot of the times he talks.
They were, and we confirmed that they did have inmates fighting the fires doing 24-hour shifts. Shout out to the inmates, California inmates. But so for environmental purposes, they didn't want to clear out the brush burnt because they got to burn it down.
Yeah,
they didn't want to burn out the brush
around it so it could keep going.
Exactly, and this was before the fire even started. You should have did that. Then they cut off the reservoir. The Santa Fe Reservoir.
And it's weird because now Trump has to do a lot of building in 1 year because we're in
2026, right?
And they're having Super Bowl, the next 2 years.
February 8th, 2026.
Yeah, so it's like and they're also happening in 2027 too. So I mean, it's a lot. A lot of stuff needs to go on.
2 years back to back.
How many acres were burned? Do you remember? I think it was 21,000 or something like that.
I think was it 31,000 or
It
21,000?
was a lot of acres, man. We lost to these fires, man. Prayers go
Man,
out to those
prayers to the
families.
families, yo. It's
Let's keep
crazy.
going, man.
The way it works in California, most of the people live in Southern California. The water is in Northern California, in the Sierra Mountains, Sierra Nevada, in the snowpack. So we have reservoirs and a whole system of canals. There are basically 2 canals bringing the water from the north to the south. One is owned by the state, one is owned by the federal government, built and owned by the federal government. Trump, when he was last president, said, let's bring more water down by increasing the supply from it down the federal canal. What Gavin Newsom did to stop the water being taken out of the delta where it comes from was to reduce the supply in the state pipeline to counteract it,
Correct.
Where's
which
that
is
water go then?
insane.
Where's that water go then?
It's state.
Everybody that's been affected by these fires should personally sue that man because
crazy.
he destroyed San Francisco, then he moved on and he destroyed the entire state.
I mean, I'm not going to promote no type of conspiracies, but
Yeah.
the whole thing is suspicious to me.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Like we did one with Mel Gibson when he was talking about his house, and he said the whole time, I've never seen anything burn like this.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a lot of I I don't want to say it. I think I can say this. I think that it was explosions. You know, a lot of stuff did not look like it was controllable.
I've heard several stories where they say fireballs shooting from the sky.
Yeah, I've heard that one too. But this one is crazy. Let's keep going, man. Let's end this video out.
Stays in the delta, and that's the point that they're and Trump was saying yesterday quite rightly, they're crazy. Why are they doing this? They really are doing it. They call it environmental reasons. It is to protect the fish that are in the delta.
Here's what's different now. You don't have
did
to
it to
get some
protect the
Democrats'
fish.
attention or a Republican confirmed. Everybody was affected. They said when the firefighters went to the hydrants, there was no water.
Yes.
That's not a gray area. Why wasn't there water? Let's pursue this as a Democrat and Republican.
100%.
And it leads this direction. You have everyone's attention now. Would this actually push you more to run for governor?
Well, as you know, Brian, we've talked about it. I am strongly considering it because it's obvious now. We need massive change in California. Every single thing has been mismanaged. The incompetence is off the charts, and people are seeing it now. And it's driven by this ideology, this far-left ideology. That's why there's not enough water. That's why you got all these regulations. They don't want to build anything. They don't want to have the kind of energy supply. We talk about energy. We have oil and gas reserves in California that we could be using. Instead, we're importing it from countries like Saudi Arabia and Iraq. It's insane.
By 2035, the only electric vehicles will be driven there, and we'll see if anyone's going to be still living there. Steve Hilton, thanks so much.
Man, there's only one thing that Trump needs to send to Gavin Newsom is you're fired. As simple as it gets. And this far left ideology is getting so bad. They think to solve any problem is to sue Trump or get him impeached because that's all they're saying. There's real issues at hand. There's people being affected. Their day-to-day life is affected. You know, kids are affected. It's hard to breathe. There's all types of stuff going wrong there. You know, so just let me know what you guys think in this video. Be sure to tune into our new videos. Check out his channel in the description. We out.
Peace.